This is a drone that has a 66-foot wingspan, 36 feet long. The yellow bombs are representing 500-pound bombs that this carries, plus on each side Hellfire missiles. It can carry 4 Hellfire missiles, 2 500-pound bombs, and then an additional bomb on an outrigger out here on each side. These are so popular now with the U.S., the Brits, and the Italians that they can't keep up with the demand to build these things. In terms of cost, every time a Hellfire missile goes off, it's about $80,000 for each one. The yellow bombs are around $25,000. Now, they say that these things are very accurate, that these are all laser-guided bombs, but I found out just, as I was trying to read about the drones, that these things are hitting a lot of things off target because a company pirated the guidance software for these and sold it to the CIA so they could get into action with it before the software was really perfected. So some of these bombs are landing as much as 40, 50 more feet off target. But even when a 500-pound bomb lands on your house, it's going to kill a lot of people who aren't really fighters. Now, I just want to say that this is a resistance movement that's going on in Afghanistan. So to say 9 out of 10 people who are killed by drones are civilians really doesn't mean it's legitimate to kill the one person who's resisting the United States occupation. But in any case, they've done studies and found out that these drones are really only about 10% effective. Now, we're here today to talk about Stephen Loranger, who's the head of ITT Corporation. And ITT Corporation takes in about $16 billion a year, and 60% of that is from military contracts. Some of the contracts are for making the release mechanism for these 500-pound bombs, also missile release system for these drones. It's not clear just how much money they're taking in for that, but with the demand going up, it's a very lucrative kind of growth industry. It's such a growth industry that IBM has now tried to buy the software company that makes the guidance systems for $1.7 billion. So we may have to visit IBM executives at some point too. Now, Mr. Loranger lives in Greenwich. He lives in a gated community called Bell Haven, down across the Railroad Avenue on the other side. And we wanted to walk to his house, but the police told me that it's a gated community, so we can only go a few blocks away from there. Mr. Loranger is made about $14 million. He was paid $14 million in 2009. He's gotten a pay increase every year. And we don't really like to go, I don't think, to somebody's home or into their neighborhood and deal with what their private, their personal is. But at the same time, we've gotten to the point where the personal seems to be driving public policy to a degree that it's totally unacceptable. And if the personal means wealth, if the personal means keep getting money while other people are being impoverished, while people here don't have jobs, while people are being killed in Afghanistan, then it's time to say no. The personal is not acceptable when you choose to act out in the way that the heads of these corporations are. And Mr. Loranger is a resident of Greenwich, and we're here today to inform his neighbors about the impact of his personal ambition, his conduct, and how that may impinge on all of our lives.